Spending knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. His first carry. Space to maneuver at the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Brissett on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a... Timeout here by the offense. We got this. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 52.
Here's Hines. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Shoot. Check it out, read. On the ball.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Catch made here by Campbell. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Defense wins championships, baby. Kill. 25, check 25. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. It is Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson, complete. Smith has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with England. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Throwing is Jackson, and he's got Roan. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Vinatieri now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one? That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41. 21-0 our score after one. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 41 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes. And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball. And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL. Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Past the 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast. No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
On second down, it's Hines. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third and short yardage. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. This time Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action now. Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog. Out. Check 13. Check go. Jim. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the twist. It's free. Hey, turn it up.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Switch. Bang.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
45.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Get in the right wheel. Deuce. Check. Crunch. Switch. Check 31. Slam.
From the 16, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Pick the edge.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check Mike 45. Check it up.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
45, Mike, 45.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. Mercy.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
58 to the mark. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 58, boys, 58.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, different story.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. To try again after the sack. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, but it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
First down, Baltimore.
58, boys, 58, 58.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And a loose football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Retains possession.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. I don't think you got it, son. Come on. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. I'm going to throw a poker. 10. 10.
Jackson down. From the gun, he'll throw. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Come on, 13-yard line.
Stepping it. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He pitches it. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey, pick me up. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Know your job.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A big play there on the option. 44 yards. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down now, it's Hines. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll run it with Matt, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Vinatieri now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score 42.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Justin Houston. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. Let's go. Hey, we got boom. 53, Mike, 53. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, and boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
And they will take a knee here. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
The sack on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down. Today's final score.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.